and I actually walked in on Cynthia with another man and another woman.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be reacting to a video titled "She Cheated on Her Fiance the Day Before Their Wedding."
Damn.
Right? I know. So before we get into the video, we want to ask you guys to please like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Help us get to our goal of 20,000 subscribers. And yeah, we'll get into it.
Suing to get an engagement ring back that you gave this young lady over here.
Correct.
Okay, explain.
It's not so much about the money, you know, it's more about the sentimental value that the ring holds to me. My grandfather actually gave that to my grandma, so it's very near and dear to my heart. You know what I mean? I had the ring actually appraised at 12.5, so.
Wow, must be beautiful. So explain to me what happened.
About a month before our actual wedding, one of our friends had a wedding that we went to. We have, you know, very tight-knit friends. At the party, you know, the drinks were flowing, we were having a great time, and I noticed she was missing, so I went around looking for her, and I actually walked in on Cynthia with another man and another woman, but it wasn't just any man and woman, it was actually my best man and her maid of honor.
So I imagine you were...
Whoa. So let me get this straight. She's having a threesome right before the wedding. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Imagine being at your friend's wedding, okay, and you're gone off, like, it's all, I'm assuming all their friends are there, whatever, right? And then you're just like, la-di-da, I'm just gonna go with the best, like, with the, who's supposed to be the best man of their wedding. Like, oh my God, this is so crazy. Why she would do this?
She belongs to the streets.
I mean, we know why. I mean, the writing should be on the wall for a guy that is wifing a chick like this. I mean, these intentions, these thoughts, these ideas in her mind doesn't happen overnight, right? They've always been there. And for a guy, you have to look at these signs from the jump, right? Like, you should know these things going into a wedding.
Yeah, especially because so their friend's wedding, he said, was a month, like, this situation happened a month before their actual wedding. Yeah. Right? So why, I'm guessing they never went through with the wedding, I'm assuming?
Right. No, so, but that means they planned the wedding. They had an engagement party maybe, or an engagement ring. You know, they've, you know, made a down payment for the ceremony and the venue and the food and all that stuff, right? Like, the money's already been paid for. But what I'm saying is, for a guy, like, you got to do your due diligence to know what type of woman that you're getting yourself involved in, right? Because again, this doesn't happen. This thought process doesn't happen overnight. You know what I mean? But let's go ahead and continue.
Shocked.
Completely.
Okay, and what happened after that?
So, you know, I kind of thought in my head maybe we could work it out. It's just one of those things. Yeah, you know, I do love her.
So you wanted to...
Hold on. So you catch your ting with a next man and a catty, and you're like, what? Yeah. I can't even comprehend this right now. I know. Like, help me out.
You know what though? I think what it is that, like, he's like, you know, like, I love the girl. I want to give it a try still. Like, we've already put so much time and money into, like, everything that's happening. Like, let me give it a try and see. That's probably what he was thinking in the moment. You know, it's like a month before we're supposed to be, like, married. Like, you're supposed to be my wife. Like, you know what I mean? He was probably just thinking in more of just like, I love this girl and I want to make it work. Like, I put in all this stuff.
At this point in time, he's operating from a scarcity mindset. He's probably thinking, I don't know if I can get another girl to like me like this.
I don't know if I would 100% agree. I think that's part of it. But the other side of it is, like, think about it. Like, if you're in his shoes, literally, this is the girl I was planning on spending the rest of my life with. I already dedicated money, time. Our families have already, like, come together. All this stuff. You're like, I don't know what, like, let me at least try to make it work or something, right? So he's probably thinking in the mindset of, like, trying to problem solve. Do you know what I mean?
You don't,
like,
you can't. He loves
this, and I don't know how long they were together before.
Yeah, so, you can't problem solve disrespect. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I agree with you.
Once a woman doesn't respect you, it's over. You know what I mean? Like, there's no turning back at that point in time, right? So the fact that he wants to work it out, I mean, that's kind of the reason why she did it to begin with, because she knew that she could get away with it. Yeah. She knew that she can be with another guy or another girl, and then there's not going to be any consequences behind that, right? So as a man, you got to put your foot down and set the parameters from the jump so that these types of scenarios don't happen. But let's go ahead and continue.
Started screaming and went crazy.
Screaming
Yes,
like
he went crazy. It was, Your Honor, he's making it seem like it's a way bigger thing than it was.
Oh my goodness, what did he do? Tell me.
Well, it was completely different, Your Honor. Yes, we were at this wedding. Everyone was very drunk. I went with my best friend to the hot tub at the hotel, and like, it got a little bit crazy. We started making out. His best man, his best friend, came in, and I probably should have like not let that happen, but it was just like it wasn't that big of a deal. It was just a silly, like, drunken, like, being silly in a hot tub. He showed up and went completely crazy.
Hold on.
This girl is trying to make it make sense right now. She's like, I'm telling you, it's not a big deal. Like, it's okay, guys. Like, everything's fine. What?
The guy slipped, fell, and it just landed right in. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have let him in the room or the place where they were, half naked, her and her best friend, which they're already doing some weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were making out in the hot tub is what she said, right?
Yeah.
And then the best man walks in being like, I want to join the party. Like,
why not?
hell?
You know what I mean? It's a free for all at that point in time.
She's still like, you guys, it's not a big deal. Still, this is obviously, it's been some time, and she's still in the mindset of like, it's not that serious.
Crazy. I apologize. I don't think it was something to call a wedding off over. I understand that he was upset.
Excuse me.
I understand you were upset, but I don't see why he had to call off the whole wedding. I didn't want to call off the wedding.
How did you react, or how did you feel when you saw your fiancé and he walked in on you with your friend and his best friend?
Your Honor, I was surprised that he was so angry because everyone was so drunk, and just, I didn't think that it was that big.
If the roles were reversed?
Yeah. He's a dog, cheater, liar, scum, trash.
I can't.
Me too.
At this point, you should at least just be like, you know what? I was wrong. Okay? Like,
yeah, like own it.
It is what it is now. Fine. You made your mistake, whatever.
Yeah.
Fine. And hold on. And by the way, they're going to court for a $12,000 ring that I guess.
That's not hers.
He's suing her for it, right? Yeah. So she's taking this, being like, no, like I didn't want to leave you anyways. Even though I cheated, I didn't want to leave you anyway. So I still want to keep the ring.
Yeah.
What kind of nonsense?
So let me go ahead and sleep with your boy, my best friend, and by the way, let me keep this $13,000 ring. You can't make this shit up.
Of a deal.
So you don't think it was a big deal that you cheated on him?
It was just making out. I didn't even really think it was cheating. At a wedding when everyone's drunk? I mean,
I don't even have a good comeback for that one.
Thank you.
I really don't. I'm usually really quick, and I just don't. I don't. I'm speechless for once.
I mean, that was about it. After that, I told her she had to leave.
He said you have to be out in like 3 days.
How dare he give me 72 hours to collect my things?
How could he? Why would he do such a thing? That doesn't make any sense. I didn't. Yeah, I cheated, but it wasn't not that bad, right? Like,
this behavior is straight trash, and there's gonna be women out here that are actually gonna champion this. They're gonna rally and protest and justify why she did it.
What would they say?
Oh, he should have gave her a month to move out. He should have given her first and last month. You know what I mean? Like, there's always gonna be there's always gonna be some type of radical movement that's gonna say, oh, you should have given her ample time to move out because she's a woman. She's a queen.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Anyway, so you had her move out.
Correct. And I did a little bit of investigating, and afterwards.
I have a question for you before you tell me, because I know the witness is here. So you broke up with her.
Correct.
You gave her 3 days to leave the
Correct.
apartment. Did she leave reluctantly, or was she like, whatever, I'm leaving?
Oh, yeah, no, she just picked up and left. There was nothing to her.
I thought that maybe if you had a little bit of time to cool off and let this blow over, that it would be okay, and we can talk about this and work it out.
All right. Did you ask for the ring back?
Yes.
And she said no.
Correct. Very
Your Honor,
politely
in the
as well.
state of California, the law states that this is an unconditional gift.
Okay.
So I'm entitled to the ring.
Did you think it was morally appropriate for you to keep that ring?
I did.
Why?
I was heartbroken.
Why
Your
do
Honor,
you deserve that ring?
because I.
She's
Okay,
heartbroken?
I'm done. You take
You
over.
good? Oh, you're done? Oh, okay. The The
Yo, this is
audacity.
laughable.
Clearly, she did her research, so she knows that she's entitled to it. Apparently,
People in California, yo, you guys in California, you guys have it rough.
so
And I know
weird.
we got some LA West Coast viewers.
Oh yeah, okay.
God damn, that's rough.
I'm still ready to get married. It was
But
given
he
to
doesn't
me.
want to marry you.
It was given to me as a gift, and I
It was
accepted
given
that
to you
gift.
as a gift that you were going to be faithful and you were going to honor him for the rest of your life.
I'm still ready to make that commitment.
I don't think you understand what that commitment is. So then anyway, how many times did you try asking for it back?
So many. I reached out to her via email, sent her text messages.
She wouldn't say, sorry, I'm keeping it, it's mine.
Nothing.
I'm going to stay to California,
I would have
it's
wished
mine.
she would have even said that. I got no response
Nothing.
at all.
She just ignored you.
Correct.
You were really trying to work things out, weren't you?
Yes, I wanted him to cool off.
How long did you try to get the ring back?
Oh, I mean, up until just about now.
It was about 3 months ago, Your Honor.
So no response for 3
Nothing.
months?
Nothing,
Okay.
Your Honor.
All right, so then you find this friend that you have in common or mutual on your online personal accounts,
Correct.
and what happened?
So I remember his name was Adam Vincent. So I went up into the little search thing and found his name. And I remembered his profile picture. So I pulled it up and I looked at him and I just said, hey, I'm just a little curious. Like, how do you know Cynthia Bennett? And it definitely struck a nerve. I asked him, I said, hey, would you be opposed to going and grabbing a drink? Let's just go down to the bar and grab a drink and talk about this. It's a little bit more personal. So me and Adam went and we had a drink. And I mean, that was just the last straw. That's when I decided that
Adam, why don't you stand up and tell me, do you know the witness, Miss Bennett?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
You do, okay.
Hello, Your
You
Honor.
intimately know the witness?
I can't believe that he's here today. This is,
I bet you can't.
yes.
Okay.
From
All right,
several
so-
years ago, I know the
So,
witness.
Mr. Vincent, why don't you tell me what you shared with Mr. Vaughn?
Well, so Cynthia is my former, and fiance.
Fiance, you were
yes.
engaged
Yeah,
to
we
her?
were engaged as well, 7 years ago. So
Okay.
this is far, far back. We met our mid-20s. Great time. She's a great girl, likes to party. She's very spoiled. I spent a lot of money on her. We traveled, of course, I eventually, like I said, I proposed to her. She accepted the proposal. We were getting ready for our marriage. I'm a finance banker, work long hours, long shifts.
How do you get these guys? What is it about you get these two good-looking professional guys?
Tell
Okay,
me about
go
it.
ahead.
The issue's her. She's a common denominator, right?
Yeah.
And here she is with no accountability. She sees nothing wrong with herself, right? Nothing wrong with her character. The fact that she's cheating on guys and no big deal. Let me keep this ring. Like, it's just ridiculous. I'm wondering if there's something psychologically wrong here at this point.
Nah,
Because this is not normal.
It seems like she's trying to play a game here. Like she gets the guys, and obviously for money, whatever, because he spent money on her. They went on trips, whatever. I don't know if she kept the ring from the first engagement. She's like, oh, this is a good idea. Let me.
She probably got away
mean?
with it. No accountability, and there's this endless loop.
Yeah.
And this is the law on full display, right?
Yeah.
For guys, it doesn't really benefit them,
Yeah.
right? They're usually victims in these types of scenarios, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's laws, loopholes. I know California, like I said, they have it rough in regards to women kind of getting their way, right? With alimony and things of that nature.
yeah.
So it's tough. You got to protect yourself as a man.
Yeah, and then this girl trying to be like, I was trying to work it out with him. You were MIA for 3 months when this guy was trying to reach out to
She's
you.
getting her back blown
Yo,
up.
She belongs to the streets.
Confused.
Yeah, I'm confused too, ma'am.
So then what happened? So you proposed?
I come home, literally, I kid you not. My baby brother and Miss Cynthia are literally having sex in my bed. And like I said, it threw me off.
Wow, were you drunk? Was it just a mistake?
Your Honor, this was 7 years ago. I was like,
There's an excuse for everything. Literally.
Wow.
It's either that she's young, I was dumb, whatever, I didn't know any better, I was 22, right? And then now it's like, oh, I was drunk, I didn't know, it was just it
was
my
7 years
friend.
ago. What does the timeline have to do with you just being a shitty person? You know what I mean?
This is ridiculous.
She's a pathological shitty person.
This is just like, you don't learn. Clearly, you don't learn from your lessons. Like, it's just.
But these
like,
guys, they look like good guys,
Yeah.
but they kind of come off beta, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Like, she's the alpha in this situation because she's just dictating the terms and just doing whatever she wants.
I don't know if I get that. Like, they just seem like normal guys. I don't know, like
They don't.
in my
What I'm
opinion.
saying is they don't seem assertive. They don't seem like they're gonna dominate the situation. They seem
Okay, okay.
overly nice.
Okay.
And this is what happens when you're overly nice. Women will take advantage of you.
The thing is, I'm not even gonna put it on the guys. I put it on her. She just seems manipulative as hell.
Yeah.
Like even if like someone who's really good at manipulating people,
Mm-hmm.
like in her case, like even a guy that was assertive, she would be able to play a game. Do you see what I'm saying?
You think so?
You don't think so?
She ain't playing no games on me. I'll tell you that much. I'll be playing games on her before she plays them on me.
I don't know.
A guy that gets girls and does his thing, like he's gonna smell this a mile away. A mile away.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So these guys are just nice guys.
Yeah.
Nice, hardworking, typical men.
And they better win this freaking court case.
Right. And these types of men, unfortunately, are getting played with
Yeah.
in the modern dating market.
22 years
Oh my
old.
God,
It was a mistake. I
Oh my God,
apologize.
it
That
was
was
a
that
mistake.
was wrong.
It's always a mistake when you confront
So then
Cynthia
what
about
did she
anything.
say to you? How
But,
did she
I
respond?
mean, once again, like I said, it was such a horrible, just scene. So, I leave the house. I probably just reach out to her a couple of weeks like, hey, I just want my ring back, the engagement ring. I spent 10 grand on it. Yes, ma'am, but she hit me with this California law. I proposed to her in California. She's a California resident.
Is that
I'm a
what she
California
told
resident
you?
now. Ma'am, I don't know what to tell you when it comes to Cynthia. Like I said, that's why I'm standing here next to Mr. Vaughn.
Coming up on
How many times have you been engaged before?
Your Honor, I have been engaged twice.
Twice?
I
Well,
loved.
I mean, twice
That
what
we
she
know
tells
of.
you, yeah.
That we
I mean,
know
that's
of.
what she's telling you.
Your Honor, I loved.
It's a good
I loved
little
Adam
business.
very much.
It's a
I was
good
too young.
little business you
I
have.
was too young to be engaged with Adam. I loved him very much.
No, can I see the ring? Would you mind, Renard? Can you get the ring, please?
You want me to take it off?
Of course, please.
Hey, Bernard, you
See
think
how
you can get my
beautiful
ring
it
as well?
is. So this was your grandmother's.
My
Ring.
grandfather actually gave that diamond.
It's just the
to my
diamond. It's
grandmother.
not the setting.
It is a beautiful diamond.
Thank you.
Jeez. Give it to Mr. Vaughn, please. It's his. It's not yours.
Your Honor, how is that legally his?
Oh, it's legally his because, you're very smart, and I think it's a really great little scam you have going on for yourself here. It's the donor. He gave it to me. He broke up. Therefore, I get to keep it. But in these no-fault...
We live in a world where women can just scam men
Yeah.
and be free as a bird. Walking the streets, scamming men, proven in a court of law that they're scamming men, and they don't go to jail. There's no repercussions. There's no jail time. Community service. There's nothing here.
Is this not theft? Like I'm confused.
This is pretty much fraud at this
Yeah.
point.
So that's why I'm just kind of like, and the funny part is that she knows the law from before, right?
Yeah.
So she knew what she was doing.
States, there's also something called fraud. So it is my opinion, and listen to this, it is my opinion that you on purpose did this so you can keep the ring. So it was your actions, your unfaithfulness that made him break up with you. So therefore, he would have never broken up with you but for the fact that you got drunk and it was no big deal and you made out with the girl and the boy and then that's it, end of story. You should be ashamed of yourself. Because what you're doing is that you're abusing the law and you are convincing, manipulating. I seriously don't know how she connived you, how both of you guys are so handsome, such smart professionals. How did you let her completely fool you?
Your Honor, we had
Is
I had a
beyond
wonderful
me.
relationship
Sweetheart,
with each of
I
these
don't
men.
think you
Wonderful.
understand what wonderful is. You don't understand what a relationship is. You don't understand what anything is.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and end this video. What are your final thoughts?
Oh man, this is a whole freaking roller coaster of emotions from this whole video, to be honest. Like, if anyone sees this kind of behavior in someone, right? Like anything, like when it's really manipulative or someone seems like they're trying to seem like, if they do something bad, like truly bad, like in this instance, like cheating, and then making it seem like nonchalant, it's not a big deal for
right.
whatever. That's so inconsiderate. That is just so disrespectful. That's not something like, run. Don't accept that, right? But that's my opinion.
Yeah, a lot of these types of women, they're professional con artists, right? They trick guys into thinking that they're really for them, right? That they're actually in a relationship. Yeah. Meanwhile, they're just jumping from guy to guy, squeezing whatever resources they can get from that guy and just simply moving on to the next guy, right? And I know this is an extreme situation, But here's a prime example as to why men are getting married at this point in time, right? In the past 5 to 10 years, the marriage rate has plummeted, right? And here's an example. The law is for the woman. It's not for the man. And men today are simply petrified and scared at the fact of, you know, what they could lose, right? What they're subjecting themselves to, right? The risk of it all, right? Yeah. And arguably it's not worth it, right? Especially if you're not having kids, right? I mean, there's really no, like, in my opinion, if I wasn't having any kids, there would be no reason to get married.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Right? There would be absolutely no, as a man, from a man's perspective, there'd be no reason to get married because there's no real incentive there. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and end this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.